should we be thinking about standing up in our meetings?
Absolutely. And here's the one very simple reason. When I stand up, it's easier for me to breathe than when sitting down. When you sit down, especially depending on what size stomach you have, you fold up the lungs there into your stomach a little bit. It makes it harder to breathe. When I stand up, I've got full access to all my breath. Voice is created by breath, and singers, for example, spend a lot of time training themselves to be able to sing for long periods of time without obviously gasping for breath, and sustaining the note requires breath and that kind of thing. So the singers already know this, but for us average speakers, then we breathe just fine unconsciously enough to keep ourselves alive.
That's not a very good baseline, that is
uh,
it, for improving our ability to speak.
Exactly. And thank goodness that we do that. I mean, otherwise we'd all die in our sleep. But fortunately, we don't. We breathe. But it's harder to breathe sitting down than standing up. And all good vocal technique starts with breath. And so if you're speaking with insufficient breath, or you're a little short of breath, or you're not breathing very well, then that's going to put an extra strain on your vocal cords, and the voice is going to sound flatter, less resonant, which is a term of art that we like to use in the speaking world. Resonance is good. You get less resonance if you're sitting down. So long-winded answer, but I encourage everybody to if stand up if they can, just because, again, it's a simple thing to do that will allow your voice to sound better, even on video conference.
It's an experiment I'm going to actually do. I don't know, we might have to rearrange the set, because clearly my head's going to get chopped off at some point on all these video podcasts that we do. But that's something I'm going to experiment with and see if the audience notice a difference. So if that's ground floor, and perhaps the first set of steps is to stand up and get your posture right, and breathe and focus on your breath as you're speaking, what else should we be doing then? You mentioned musicality. Is there anything else that we should be doing to even just add a little bit more energy to a call so it becomes less mundane and people start to listen to us?
Yeah, one of the things, for those who are not listening to this but watching it, one of the things which I'm going to demonstrate right now, and which will therefore have very little effect because I'm talking about it. This is much better if it's presented unconsciously. But one of the traps of the video conferences, again, tending to sit down, is all I see of you is your head and shoulders. And I get a surprising amount of information about how much you care about what you're saying from your whole body language. So I'll see you lean forward. It's that book that Sheryl Sandberg, what was her name? The Facebook VP wrote about leaning in, meaning take action, get involved, get confident and dominant in the room. When I lean in, then I'm much more present. I can be stronger. That kind of body language is just simply harder to do sitting down, and harder to see. So and so that's sort of 2.0. Where are we now? 2.1, 2.3. Yeah. So that's something that's really important to do.